Hello, everyone. Good evening and welcome to this brief live session with Atetim. I'm so excited to be here. Thank God it's Friday. All right. This is that time when you get to send a message to your friends, to your loved ones, your colleagues, in laws, outlaws, everybody. You want to join us as we have this conversation very briefly about what we can do to help raise girls that are indistractable. We've already established the fact that in this world, distractions can never end. Okay, so this is that 1 minute I need to give every one of us to go out there and call our friends. If you have not liked, if you have not subscribed, if you have not followed, I'm going to give you 1 minute. I'll be back after this. Watch out. All right, so I believe that you have called your friends and loved ones and you have liked, subscribed, and followed if you didn't before now. Okay, so today I'm going to be sharing with you um, 4 things you need to start doing if you must stop tasking. And somebody is saying, "Oh, what tasking? Isn't that multitasking?" No, there is a difference. There's a difference. Yeah, they are different. Um, Task hopping is when you are jumping or hopping from one task to another. Multitasking is when you are doing all the tasks you want to do at the same time. You're writing, you're replying messages, you're making a call, you are dressing up, you are everything all at once. But tasking is when you are halfway through everything. Researchers, please don't ask me which ones, have said that when we hop task, it costs us about 25% of our productivity. If we're supposed to produce something really big, it reduces the tendency of getting it out. Actually, if I were to do this research, if I were to do this, maybe get involved in the research, I'll give it more than 25%. Honestly, because I've been there. I've been such a task hopper. The thing with task hopping is that at the end of the day, yeah, at the end of the day, okay, no, so when you are hop tasking or task hopping, it's fun. That feeling that comes from, I'm getting things done. It's like moving yet not making progress. That's what task hopping is all about. You are doing things, you are busy, but yet you are not in business. You cannot boldly and confidently come out to say, "This is what I have achieved." That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so task hopping could be fun, but I tell you, it is not fulfilling. Because at the end, you can't really get the joy that comes from finishing a task and delivering an outcome, a proper result. That feeling of fulfillment only comes afterwards, after you have completed. Yeah. All right. Okay. So sorry about that. Sorry about that. Let's go to the 4 things you need to start doing. 4 things you need to start doing if you want to stop task hopping. Number one, start by noticing it. That's the benchmark. That is the point where you say, "You know what? I take responsibility for this aspect of my life." No excuses, no blame games, just me willing and ready to make better decisions when it comes to task management. Number two, start a new routine. Tell yourself that I am going to stop task hopping, and this is what I'm going to do. When I feel like hopping up to the next task, I'm going to intentionally catch myself. I'm going to just hold myself back. Instead, this is what I'll do. I will write it down. I will jot it down, the next task I want to hop to, so that I can get to it. Note it down so that you can get to it. Immediately you note it down, you feel relieved. Most times people are task hopping because they feel like they are never going to do that next task. A lot of SK in this conversation. I have a challenge with SK, XT, all those kind of combos. Who is like me? Okay, so instead of feeling like helpless, oh, I'm going to lose out on this task completely, just note it down. For me, sometimes if I'm not able to note down, I quickly send a message to my PA to say, remind me of this. I send it to somebody on my team, remind me of this. Sometimes I put it on a team group. Let's do this, so that I'm not leaving what I'm doing currently to hop to the next task. Number 3, start reducing your tasks. Somebody write in the comments. Start reducing your task. Sometimes we feel like the more the task, the more productive we are. Stories that touch. Who deceived us? You know what? It is not the number of tasks that we assign to do per day that makes us productive. Think about it. You write 7 things you want to do today. How many did you do? You hopped through 5. You didn't even go near 2. And then the next day again, you come and you start another 10. You are never going to become a productive person. And then you will not be feeling overwhelmed. Do you know feelings of overwhelmness and stress, fatigue is what also causes distractions? Yes. So start by reducing your task. If you want to stop task hopping, just reduce your task. Tell yourself, I'm going to do 3 things, and stick to those 3 things. Make sure you finish them to the end. By now, you should know yourself. By now, you should know the number of hours you are highly productive. It's not just that you went to work at 8 and you closed by 5. How many things did you really do? You can decide that you're going to do just 3 things, just 2 things, and you're going to do it well. After I made the decision, I realized that I started to do better. Before, I just have a very long list of to do. Then I had to now even introduce to finish. When I have to do, I create to finish. Because that to finish, I must finish it. Number 4. Start rewarding yourself. Sometimes you are never going to do it until you reward yourself. You're never going to stick to it until you reward yourself. You need it for the motivation. You need it for the momentum. Don't be too hard on yourself, especially when you are trying to build a new habit. When you're trying to create a new routine. Cut yourself some slack. You didn't offend anybody. As a matter of fact, you are growing. You are becoming better. So take time out and reward yourself. It usually looks like, is it not you? Is it not for your own good? I know, but the brain loves reward. The moment the brain knows that it's going to get something for what it has done or accomplished, it energizes you and encourages you to stay on. I hope this helps. And I hope that going forward, you are going to do better at task doing, not hopping. Task staying. Task finishing. Honestly, that feeling, that fun that we get from task hopping, you can tweak it, you can change it, you can revise it and cost yourself to begin to derive fun from finishing tasks. I hope this helps. Thank you so much, everyone. I said I was going to keep it today. I hope that you have liked, rather shared, followed, subscribed, And I hope that you have registered your daughters for the Lead Yourself to Focus Like a Boss course. This course is the distraction management course for girls. I have said it over and over again. Do your own research. Girls are highly more distracted than boys because they are dealing with distractions internally and externally. So it's a whole lot. And these things are even seen with us as girl parents. We deal with a lot of distractions every day. Some people call it multitasking. We're going to have that conversation another day. But believe me, we are struggling. It's not like we're not smart. It's not like we're not competent. It's not like we're not efficient. But distractions will not allow us to be great. Distractions will not allow us to be successful. So we decided we're going to start off early enough to help our girls build focus as a skill, as a habit, and as a lifestyle. So that at every point in their time, in their lives, their focus is laser. Not here, there, everywhere, everything, everyone. And then we're looking for which devil is pursuing our daughters. It's just some of these gaps, some of these weaknesses, some of these unevolved habits, raw, crude way of doing things that keeps us down, that keeps us grounded. I hope that you're taking advantage of the early bird. It's just 7,500. By the 1st of August, it's going to move to 15,000 naira. And if you're getting a replay, you're going to get it at 15,000 naira as well. Please do well to register your daughters, their friends, your family, and your loved ones. If you're a parent, remember that today we're starting off with our week 1 Help Your Daughters series free webinars. Today we are having a psychiatric doctor in the house. I don't want it to be like, oh, Atetima is just always talking about this matter. Is it that deep? I want us to hear from a professional. I want us to hear what the consequence of not paying attention to these things are. It's not just distraction. All of us were distracted, and people will not stop being distracted. It's a life kind of thing. I mean, I want you to know that it could get really, really bad. Okay, and of course, just to learn how to prevent it, how to do better at helping our daughters. So if you're a girl parent, you need to join me. Remember, it's free, totally free. Christ has paid it all. You don't need to worry. Just click on that link, which I have posted on all my social media handles, and just join us this evening. We're starting at 8 p.m. I hope you do enjoy the rest of your day. If I'm not mentoring your daughters, you are sleeping on a power bike, you need to connect with me and register her for the Girls Hall. Ignite Boot Camp is coming in August. Like, we have you covered this holiday. We have you covered throughout the period that your daughters will be teenagers, that will be joining teenage. We are here for you. You have no reason whatsoever to complain or to be confused. All right, I want to say a big thank you. I'll just show one more video about what happens at the Igniting Bootcamp, and then I'll be signing out, and I'm going to see you at 8 p.m. God bless you. Enjoy your weekend. I celebrate you.
Hello everyone, my name is Indistractable, and my experience at this camp has been quite impactful. I had an encounter with God, and the best part of it was I got to meet many professional mentors and got to share my problems and get help and the likes of it. And I met new people, made new friends, communicated more.
First of all, I want to start with the encounter I've had. I gave my life to Christ. I bought my bad habits. I've seen Jesus. And I also want to thank my parents, my mom, my dad for giving me the opportunity to be here today. And I want to thank Otetima for allowing me to be here.
My name is Bavali, and I'm a member of the Ignite Teen Mentoring Bootcamp Lagos 2023. Because before, like, I followed God in many different ways and many different places at many different times, and it's something that really helped me grow mentally and spiritually. And I also learned how to speak up well and become a better person. I had an encounter with God. I made new friends. I was taught self-discipline. I realized that I was able to grow more in the spirit here, more than I even expected.
I had a special encounter with God during the camp, especially all the events during praise night, purity night, and other events made me have special encounters with God and also gave me the Holy Spirit. I want to encourage everyone to come for this camp because it's a very special camp which helps you draw closer to God. I had an encounter with God, a very good encounter with God. I saw Jesus and learned how to pray and fun. I saw fun. I want to give a shout out to my parents, a big shout out to my parents for bringing me here because this was my first time coming to this night shift camp.
My name is Tuli Lokwen, and I'm here to share my encounter in this boot camp. For in fact, this boot camp is an encounter kind of boot camp where you have encounter with God and the rest. I've been able to build my spiritual life, but I came here spiritually drained, but I've been bruised in the spirit, and here has taught me how to build myself. And I've made great friends who are going to motivate me in my spiritual life also.
Somebody